Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. Now I'm looking at one of the new posters on the wall. Apparently it's telling me the reasons to choose Walker, but I don't know about you, but I can't make head and tail of it. Something about exhaust systems and mastering them. I guess that's not putting a knob in them, but I'm a man, so that's the immediate conclusion I come to. Mastery! Yeah, it's all about sticking something in it. Like either it's a flag, or it's a bullet, or it's your dick. Anyway, that's the misogyny over with for, a few more minutes. Let's get on with earning some money. Oh dear. Right, so I did lots of quick jobs before, and they were earning me peanuts, so I'm going to try a slightly bigger job. I'm doing a big job. Sounds so wrong. Okay, I'm in a bizarre frame of mind today. Let's do this. Or, let's do this is probably the best way of pronouncing it. Oh, look at that classy black car. Well, apart from the fact it's an estate, and a BMW sort of knockoff. Right, anyway, so it has many things wrong with it. Let's get on with the task at hand. First of all, put it on the lifter and then wait for it to stop moving so we can look at the problem. There we go. Running gear. Controlling the car feels loose. Brake problems, gearbox, damaged body parts, repaint. Okay, so damaged body parts, we'll probably deal with that last. But pretty much everything else is to do with the running gear, isn't it, and brakes, so we might as well get the car up in the air. Oh, there's the gearbox issue, so I should have checked the starter motor, but it's not the end of the world. Let's just go around and get all the wheels off and inspect the doings. Let me take all the brakes off properly as well, so I might as well just get straight on with that. That brake pad certainly needs some help, although this wheel doesn't look too bad. But we can see some rusty bits in here. So, we've got some bush, look, rusty bush, rusty link thingamajig. What's happened here? I failed to press my button or something. Alright, there we go. That's that other steering rack. Look, that's pretty chocolatey. There's tie rod. As the rest of the car looks pretty decent, I imagine the percentage is quite high. Yeah, 79. So everything under 79, that inner tie rod was okay, but everything else needs to be fixed. Right, the gearbox is connected to the front wheel, so take the axles off. Yeah. This all looks nice. Oh, check your bush. Bush looks fine. Bush looks fine. Bush looks fine. Right, cool. So what else do we take off here? You take off the sway bar. Oh, you have to take off the wheel for that. I thought I could maybe get away without taking the wheel off. I should just... I've got the brakes as well. I don't know about that. Okay, so this brake disc is obviously a bit chewed up, so that needs to come off anyway. The axle needs to come off, of course, for the gearbox, and then we can get at the steering rack. There we go. So that was a bit of chocolate there. Look, oh yeah, it was the sway bar link that I forgot about. I'll take the wheel off. Right, so that all looks fine now. De-chocolified. I wonder if we have to take this off, do we, to get to the gearbox, maybe? And this presumably has a starter motor. Yeah, take off the engine bay. Terrific. Alright, so let's attack the rear end. Alright, what we got back here? We've got some rusty sway bar link, shock absorber, sway bar. That looks like it though. Check your bush. There's a dodgy bush. Oh, these bushes don't look good either, look. At least they're easy to take out. I mean, some of this rear suspension is quite complicated. So the job I did yesterday, I had to replace this cross member, and you have to take everything off for that, obviously, because it's the main chassis element of the rear suspension. So I'm going to have to take off this wheel. Don't know why we've got in so close. Look, it's like zoomed in. Look at that rusty texture up close. Right, so this brake system is all fucked at the back. I need to take this knuckle housing off, so I probably have to take everything off for that. Pretty much. For some reason, getting its stuff through a hole like that is amusing. No, I don't know why. So yeah, I think we have to take it all off. Just slightly frustrating after saying that the rubber bushings were making it a bit easier. Never mind. Alright, there we go. So now we can take off the knob. Oh no, we've got to take out that little... Oh no, so this bit's connected and then it's got a little bush in it, isn't it? Little bush. Tiny bush. There we go. There's the knuckle off. Right, so that's all that. So theoretically, that's all of the first and second part done. Yes. Brake problems we've all got. So it's the gearbox we need to attack now. So we need to lower it back down so that we can take off the starter motor. Very frustrating, but there you go. A wooden wheel. Or just brown plastic. It's brown plastic. It looks horrible. Anyway. So starter motor. There we go. And then back up in the air. And I've done that so much that I've actually started to remember to look for the starter motor before I put it up, but I know I've got a gearbox issue. Of course I forgot this time, but you know. It wouldn't be worth noting that I'd remembered it if I just remembered it without any extra hassle. Huh? Oh yeah. I always forget the little thing in the middle. Good memory. Alright. Zoom the way out again. So what else needs taking up? Oh, we already... It was the gearbox itself, was it? Yeah, it was. Alright, so we can put that back on. Along with our spare one. Oh no. Right, so now we need to purchase a lot of parts. Gearbox. Now let's try fixing the gearbox actually. Where am I? Because it's so expensive, and we need to get it to 79%, so let's see where we're at. Scrolls the wrong way. You should be able to scroll down to make it do this, not up. Oh, I'm so fussy. Oh, where's the gearbox? Did I already go past it? No. So I can't fix it then? What's going on here? All this crap from previous jobs. I'm just not recognising the shape, I guess, because I'm not really reading all the bits. Oh, there it is. So, gearbox i4. So maybe you can't fix them for some reason, like the i4, some sort of weird... weird gearbox variant that you can't fix. Oh, there it is. I'm just bloody blind. You managed to repair the part 100%. Oh, awesome. I didn't even shift click like I meant to. So there we go, so we can put that straight back on. Joyousness. Oh, well, we need a clutch pressure plate first. Clutch pressure plate, let's do that. Oh yeah. The bearing, and then our fancy, shiny new, hammered up nicely at the workbench gearbox. And drive shaft, and all the bits that weren't really broken, but that we had to remove. Okay. Steering rack, no, that was knackered. Right, so now we need to buy a bunch of stuff. I keep going to the wrong menu. It's doing well. So rear axle knuckle housing A. Here we go. Here we go. Rear axle knuckle housing A. Yeah, rear shock absorber A and suspension arm B. So rear shock absorber A, suspension arm B. Excuse me. Rear sway bar A. There's 2 rear sway bars? Oh yeah. I was thinking of the links, not the sway bars. 4 rubber bushings and a spring cap. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a spring cap. Steering rack, sway bar, front end link A times 2. Steering rack. 2 of them. And a rear one. Yeah. Okay, controlling car feels loops. Outer tyre rod, steering rack, which we just bought. I wish it would stop doing that. Outer tyre rod, steering rack. There's 2 of those that I've already bought. 2 of these, 1 of which I've bought. I mean, Jesus, talk about confusing. Alright, brake problem. So we need 3 calipers, a disc of each type, and then 3 pads. So 3 calipers. 1, 2, 3, a disc of each type, 3 pads. Crikey. And we've done the gearbox, and the body panels will come next. Right, okay, so there we go. Now we can put the car back together again in all its BMW-esque glory. And I'm trying to remember to sell all my equipment as well, my remaining inventory at the end, because A, it's confusing looking at it all in there, and B, I need the money. So, yeah. End link to put on before I can put the wheel on. Sway bar link, whatever they're called. There we go. Now there are actually some yellow and black lines in here, but they're not going to be reflected here. That is looking in this direction, or down at the floor. Yeah. That's kind of looking over there, but more sort of more there, where there's no tape at all, alone yellow and black. All right. Have I gone on about it enough? I have actually written a comment in the Steam forums now as well, in the bugs forum. I might have already done that, I don't know. Just mentioning the reflections are poor. But of course everyone's going on about the new DLC and the issues that that's thrown up, so I don't think anyone really cares about some dodgy reflection textures. But you know, you've got to stand up for these things, or you know, or people will get on with their lives without noticing. And we couldn't have that now, could we? Goodness me, no. Alright, so there's the wheel. Now we've got some rubber bushings to replace. Here we go. Quite a few at the back, I seem to remember. Rear bush. Rear bush is a problem on this car. Oh, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Right, let's see if we can get to the back. Oh, there's exhaust in exhausts there. They actually bothered to model that. Anyway, right. Yes, bush. Insert bush. More shock absorbers than I need. That's not really ideal, but whatevs. A rear sway bar, and the sway bar links now as well. There it is. Zip. Right, and then the brakes on this side. That's all this side had going for it, I think. Or wrong with it, rather. Going for it. Every second counts. There we go. Alright, so this side needed the whole thing building, starting with the nuclear, which I think is French for knuckle. Alright, so that's all that connected up again. That's the wheel hub. Suspension. Oh, I didn't put the suspension on the other side, did I? Whoop. Oh, I did. Okay, I've got an extra set of those as well. Awesome. It's good to know that it's all gone so smoothly, and I've not bought anything that I didn't need, because I don't want to waste any money, what with me trying to save up enough cash to buy another Mercedes. Ho-hum. That's why they call me the memory man. Q-Q-Q. Right, and I think that's the entirety of the rear suspension repaired. No bushes missing? No? Okay. So, theoretically, that's all ticked. Yep, so now it's just repairing body panels. So let's bring the car back down. And then see if we can notice the chocolate against... See, that's not a panel, or is it? Oh, it is a panel. Yeah, okay. And chocolatey hood. No, hood seems fine. Yeah, oh, I should put this wheel on. Oh, we can't. Something is missing. Ah, here we go, look. First I need to be in fix mode. That would help. Oh, what's going on? Am I taking that off? Putting it on? I don't know what I'm doing. Fix mode. That's the wheel hub, look. The bit that you don't notice is missing, because the gap, the ghost is the same size as the gap it goes into. Right, there we go. Yeah, that was fairly obvious. I'm glad I noticed that. Missing wheel. So, I can't see any more rust on any more of these panels. The lights look okay. Of course, it says 79%, so it might not be much damage to make it look bad. So let's see what it says. Damaged bottom parts. Front left fender, front right door. Really? Oh, I've taken that fender off, have I? Front left door, apparently. Front right door, you idiot. Rear left door. There's a rear door. Oh yeah, I've taken that off. Yeah, that's fine. Front right door, apparently. Okay. Front left fender, front right door, left tail light, rear left door, rear right door. Okay. What was it? Left tail light. Just can't tell by looking at it. Left tail light, or can you? No. I can't. I'm not to say that you can't. It isn't possible, but just that I can't do it. That's my inventory. Apparently, that's not the button I wanted. So I don't try and fix any of these body parts. I can't remember what you can and can't fix anymore. No, that's stupid scroll wheel orientation is incorrect. Right. I did not succeed. Alright. I succeeded! Did not succeed. That's 10%, isn't it? Awesome. 94% will do. I want to put the starter motor on. Look, I just noticed it in the inventory because I'd have forgotten otherwise. Alright, so we've got a rear left door. Yes. Awesome. We've got a rear left tail light. Yes. What else do we have? Rear left door, no. Rear front door, no. They're both broke. So we need a front and back right door for the M6. Is it? M6. Okay, let's do this. Body parts. At least it's a nice, easy name to put in. M6. So it's the right door, isn't it? Right. Right. Okay. So right. Right. And we need to paint it, even though when you make the part 100% it adopts the colour of the rest of the car, because this car's obviously noted down as being black, so whenever you put a new... oh hello, need a front left fender. Whenever you put a new part on it, it automatically assumes the colour, which is a shame, because it'd be nice if... did I buy that? No. It'd be nice if it came on as a sort of stock, you know, colour that then when you painted it, you saw the difference. But so let's paint it. Presumably it is black. Yeah. At least it's cheap to paint it the default colour instead of 1500. Although obviously the guy's paying for it. All right, there we go. So that was worth 11 grand. Almost doubled our money. Although we started off with about 18 grand, so. That cost us 6. Yeah, money spent on job 5.5. So we sort of doubled our money up on what we spent. So we spent about 5 or 6, and we got about that back. Okay, that was pretty good. We've quite got time for a quickie, as the actress said to the bishop. Yeah, that's right. I was going to do something else, and I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, sell everything in my inventory. All. Sell all. Is it shift right click? No, just right click. Yes, please, sell it all. I'll probably regret that for some reason, but anyway, yeah, good. So that's another couple of grand. So that's not where the jobs are. Let's do a quick job. Pull brakes, that's easy. Okay, here we are, wobbling the screen. Oh, it's a... had a dodgy stomach yesterday kind of colour, isn't it? Liquid poo. Right. Yeah, let's try and stop the onslaught, because it's a brake problem, see? Stop the onslaught, yeah. Alright. Okay, there's one fucked up wheel. Alright, let's... it did say brake problems, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, what percentage are we at? Not many. So it's hard to tell whether these are broken or not. Is that 42 or less? Yeah, it is. And that looks a bit knackered as well. Bit ropey. Actually, it's about right, actually, 46. Anyway, let's take all the wheels off. Got to really, for ease of brake inspection. That's all. That's chocolatey as hell. Take all that off. Plink plink. Alright. Oh, it's a drum brake system, so you've got to take the drum off. It's all pretty knackered. All these old cars. Someone was complaining that it's only old cars in the game, but the old cars are slightly more interesting mechanically, to be fair. All the new cars are... well, this is the old person's diatribe. All these new cars are electronic, fangled, new nonsense stuffs. Like, yeah, whatever, Grandad. Right, so can I fix brake parts? I wouldn't have thought so. I might be able to fix the calipers. No, you can. Look, might as well give it a go. Oh, don't fix the wheels. Don't need to... break them. Now everything's above 60%. Yeah. Woo, woo. Alright, so what do we actually need now? So put the brake pads. 46, is that good enough? Yeah. It's not really the attitude you should have, is it, about brakes? So these brakes, nice and they're good enough. Okay. Where would you put them on the almost worn out scale? Fairly high up. Right. So, and you're not replacing them because money. Right. So ventilated disc. 43. I can't remember the number already. 43. 43 is on the cusp. It's good enough. Customer leaves happy. Customer pays and leaves happy. That's all it's all about. Nothing to do with safety. No, we don't care about safety. We're not here for safety. Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Okay, so we fixed one of those. How about the shoe? We fixed the shoe. That doesn't seem something you should be able to do in a bench in a garage, but whatever. You sort of think brakes are specialised things made in factories, but you know, I guess all this stuff was made by a man in a shed originally. Right, so we need a new one of them, and possibly a new one of the other things as well. What's it called? A drum wheel cylinder. And do we have any more shoes? No, we need another pair of shoes. Brake shoes. And a brake drum to put on top. Alright, there we go. Nice and fresh on this side, so the car will, when you brake hard, the car will sort of pull to the left. Sounds terrific. Right, all done, off you trot. No starter motor to have forgotten to put back in for him. Sounds worth £1 or £2 for a few minutes work. You got time for another one? Loud when accelerating, even quicker. Be quite nice if they had a sort of, if you had the ability to go into tuning and customization as well, so people might come and say, when I accelerate, my exhaust isn't loud enough. Because it just sort of goes, but I want it to go, and you know, make everyone turn around and go, what the hell is that? Oh, we just need to check that out to take off the exhaust manifold, which I do, look, so good worth checking that. Take off this stupid foil cover and take off the money bolted many bolts exhaust manifold. There we go. So I believe that actually locks onto this lower exhaust section, which I wouldn't have been able to remove. Oh wow, look, there's a big gap between the ramp and the car. I thought that was being fixed, but maybe it's something else about that that's being fixed, because I don't particularly care about that. Oh, seriously? Come on, the exhaust. No, don't go into pick it up mode. There we go. Oh, there we go. So, catalytic. Oh, can we fix any of these parts at the? Again, I wouldn't have thought so, but you never know. No, break that. Awesome. Right, so you can't just press L. You have to be looking at the car. So we need a cat exhaust manifold. Right, so catalytic conversion I4 socks. And I've already forgotten what it was. Exhaust manifold I4 sock. I need an exhaust pipe. Exhaust manifold I4 sock. Oh, that's not in here. Shouldn't be looking for the manifold in here. Front exhaust section, rear muffler I4. Front exhaust section, just normal, please. Yeah. And I4 socks muffler. I4 muffler. There we go. Yeah. Oh, so we also need an exhaust manifold for I4 socks. So I'll just put in I4 here, couldn't I? No, not even bothered trying this before. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. Terrific. So let's just put all that on. What's going on now? Oh, I'm in the wrong mode. Yeah, also I haven't clicked yet. There we go. And once you've put it into assemble mode, you can't then click on an area of car because it thinks you might want to put some bodywork on it. It's not terrible. It's not ideal, but I'm sure it's fine. It's just one of those little things you have to get used to, like hovering cars. Right, and then let's put this exhaust manifold back on, or the new one on, whatever. So we broke the old one, trying to fix it. Well, sawing it in half will fix it. Oh, it hasn't. I shall purchase a new one. There's your crappy old manifold cover. Oh, let's bolt that in properly. You don't want it falling off. There we go, sir. Thank you very much for your money. Made much of it. Okay, so there we go. We've earned a bit more cash. We've got just about enough that we might be able to afford a 2-star or less Mercedes now. I think it was actually about 17 or 18 grand. I can't remember. It was 18 or 26. Anyway, wouldn't be able to do much to it when we did, so we still need to do a few more jobs, so probably another session of jobbing, and then we'll be able to go and try and find our Mercedes 300, I think it is, or was it 200, or old one with gull-wing doors. But until then, you know the score. Bye.